In this video, I'm going to show you the commands available on Scrapy. So first, go and open a terminal. To do so, go to Anaconda and click on the project and then click on Open Terminal. And then you'll get this window that you see here on my screen. You can also open a terminal inside of PyCharm. Just go to the left corner and click on terminal, and then you'll see the terminal inside of PyCharm. Now that we're on the terminal, let's write Scrapy to get all the commands available. So now I wrote and I run the code, and now we can see the version of Scrapy. In this case, I have the version Scrapy 2.4.1, and we can also see the syntax that we can use to write a command. So we write Scrapy, then the command, and then any option or argument. And then we see the available commands. So we have a list here, and not all of them are so useful. Actually, I don't use all of them. I just use a couple of them in my everyday project. So first we have the bench, and it's just to have a benchmark test, just to see how Scrapy works in our computer. So for example, I'm going to write the command Scrapy space bench to see how it works this on my computer. So let's see how efficient Scrapy is on my machine. So now, as you can see, scraping, it's making a test, and we see the message that the spider was opened. Then we see the number of pages scraped and the speed. And then we have a section with the stats. So we have the request count. In this case, my machine has 462. The response count, which is the same, and other important stats. Now let's see the second command. So write Scrapy again, and now we have the command available. And the second command we're going to see, it's fetch. So fetch helps us get the HTML markup of a website. So we have to write now Scrapy and then fetch. And then we have to write the name of the website we want to get the HTML markup from. So in this case, I'm going to test it with Google. So I'm going to write google.com. So here I got an error because I didn't write the HTTP protocol. So you have to write it as shown in the last line of code. So in the command, write http.google.com, and then everything will work fine. So now I run this command and you see the HTML markup of google.com. Now let's write Scrapy again to see one of the most important commands available, which is genSpider. This is a command we're going to use often that allows us to generate spiders with a predefined template. So every time we want to create a new spider to scrape a website, we're going to use this command, and we're going to use it a lot in the next videos. Next, we have the settings command that only will display the default setting, and then we have the shell, which is really important to test our code. So if you don't want to create a new spider and you just want to test your code on a website, you can use the shell command to test it. And then we have the start project command, which will help us create a new project on Scrapy. And finally, we have the version command, which will tell us the version of Scrapy that is running on our computer. And that's it. In the next video, we're going to see how to create a new project with the start project command.